I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It is a bright, sunshiny day here in the desert Southwest, and the temperature comfortable enough that they said, hey, let's open the roof. That's what they've done here at State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point, but boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
They go play action here on first down. And his first look is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and now it's second down. And so often we talk about electric playmakers as we look at the offense here. Sammy Watkins, he's an electric playmaker.
Love the word you use. Electric indeed. Dynamic, and this guy makes plays and opens the game up.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Big Sears right here.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. And an alley to run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And able to find Higby. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Set, cut, motivation. Check, watch 54, watch 54. We got to get the ball.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long, and that is incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will take over at the 20. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
Wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
They're hoping to get rid of that interception bug. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And a quick look now at the offense for the 49ers.
And everyone always tells me the fullback is leaving the game, and then I say, hold on a second. What about Kyle Juszczyk? 2-time Pro Bowler, maybe the best all-around fullback in the game for his ability to block, catch, and occasionally run the football inside.
From the 22, Garoppolo, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shane Ray in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking with those big behemoths starting to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. The 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Off the play fake to McKinnon. It's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd down, McKinnon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands 1st and 10. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Play fake. Murray. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
21. Here we go.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And this one will be brought back to the 22. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast. But a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Hey, Haywood! 23 in the mic. We go.
From the 29, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Hey, echo.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Screen play, McKinnon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That second down play nets a -4. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Jim. Nick. He's crashing. X3. 218, chopper.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, where it was the visiting Broncos who were able to come in and get the road victory. Joe Flacco, terrific in the win, as his guys up their mark to 7-4 with the victory. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. Mitchell Trubisky getting the job done again as the win moves his guys to a terrific 9-2 on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half.
And got his man complete. 33 yards that time. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big gain.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. That goes for a gain of 31.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game. And for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Well, looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
21.
To throw is Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kendrick Bourne, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys going to football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They should have put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They're running it. Go.
On 3rd down, Johnson. Room here to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on second down. Murray, open man is Kirk, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Murray going to lead his guys up first and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a 10th carry for Johnson, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Open man, Higby, the tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tyler Higby, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
11. Hey, Delta.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Here we go. 180! Check cross. Watch the safety creep. 11.
That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Throwing on first down is Murray. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 33-yard
second down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. On play action, it's Murray. Rolling to his left. He'll run it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Throwing on second and long. Murray dumping it off for Johnson. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Murray with a 3rd and long. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
11.
Now Garoppolo leaves for McKinnon on the draw. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. 12, fellas. Here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Murray on third down. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. I mean, we could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got his target, Samuel. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Garoppolo to throw. They'll roll him out right to the goal line, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left,
now he takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow. Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Up to 5. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, a long touchdown pass into the end zone. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly, costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Cardinals, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in